Good evening, StreamYard and YouTube fans. This is Philip Reynolds. You can email me at spiritpraise64@gmail.com. Please subscribe and turn on notifications if you like what you see. And based off of a comment in the chat the last time, I decided to go back to StreamYard, and I'm thinking about paying the extra $25 to have unlimited StreamYard uh, because it's a little bit of hassle, but you can see the cards better. You can see the board, and I can go between all three different screens, and it'll, even though I can't have them all on at the same time, at least they're full screens and you can see better. My video content is for adults only. This content is not meant to be kid friendly or family friendly. This is the Pavilion, episode 51. This is my first Strat project, and this is the Yankees versus the 69 Reds. This is game 2, and there is no score. If you would like to be a part of my broadcast today, that is the link that you need in order to come in and chat and that. So feel free. Anybody and everybody's welcome. And I'd like to go over my last game. The big inning was the 6th inning for the Yankees. They scored 3 runs, and they scored 3 runs in the 6th inning, and that was pretty much it for them. The Reds tried to come back in the bottom of the 7th, and they got 2 runs, but that's all they could muster. And the big play was a left fielder check, and that left fielder check, because I used my own player card. I used my own player card last time, and as a result, what happened is I gave up a double, and that double was the game-winning double. And I tried to get things going. I scored a run in that 7th, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. We fell 2 runs short, and so yeah, it was pretty much my fault. So blame the newbie in the game. So yeah, it was pretty much my fault that we lost. Today we're having the same lineup, except for I'm going back to the original setup for the Reds. The Yankees have right screen. No, I didn't think it was. The Yankees have Phil Rizzuto, Red Rolfe, Charlie Keller, Joe DiMaggio, Bill Dickey, Johnny Strum, Joe Gordon, Tommy Heinrich, and Lefty Gomez is on the mound. And he is using batting card number 2, I believe it is. Yeah, he's using batting card number 2. All right. And on the mound for the Reds is Clay Carroll. And with that being said, I will get to the Reds lineup in the bottom of the first. And with that, we will commence our game. Let's see. Let's go to. No. Right. We have a 3, 9, and a 17. And Phil Rizzuto for a 3-9 is a ground ball. And that's back to the pitcher B, so that is an out. Brings up Red Rolf. Five, 11, and 3. And that will be off Clay Carroll's card. Five, 11, and 3. So that is I'm gonna have to, yeah, that's 2. 5, 11, and 3. That is a fly ball to right field X. And Pete Rose is our right fielder. He is column 1. And the dice is 3. So that is an out. So that's an out to the right fielder. That will bring up Charlie Keller. 5 and a 9. And that's a 6. Let's see. 5 and a 9 is a strikeout. So we go 3 up, 3 down. And somebody told me that that particular dot in advance means that that's a point of weakness check, but being it's the first inning, there is no point of weakness. Oh, wait a minute. Well, I just noticed something. Charlie Keller is a left-handed hitter, but as you see, 5-9 is a strikeout, and over here, 5-9 is a strikeout. So either way, that is a strikeout. So after our first half inning, 0-0, that will put up the Reds. For the Reds, we have Rose, Tommy Helms, Tony Perez, Johnny Bench, Bobby Tolan, Daryl Cheney, Fred Whitfield, Jimmy Stewart, and this is the place I batted last time because he's the left fielder. And then Clay Carroll is using pitcher's card 7. Right. So let's go to the field and check the roll. Rose. That's a 5, 6, and a 9. And Rose is a switch hitter. Gomez is left, so Rose will be batting right. And a 5-6 is a walk. So Rose walks. Tommy Helms is the next batter. That's 5-5-5 and a 14. Yeah. Let's see what Lefty has to say against right-handed batters. 5. That's 5-10. That's a catcher X. And the Yankees catcher is Dickey, and he is a 1. And we have a 14 on a 1. That is an out. And it says runners hold. Okay. That's basically a pop up to the catcher. That brings up Tony Perez. The 2, 7, and a 19. And off of a left-handed pitcher, 2, 7 is a ground ball to the shortstop. A plus, which is an A. So that is basically a double play. 6, 4, 3. Okay. No score after 1. DiMaggio is our batter. One, 9, and a 15. One, 9, and 15. And that is a ground ball. Basically C. And that's, since there's nobody on, batter's out. That's 4, 3. Brings up Dickey. Oh. So 110. 110, and he's a left-handed, but Carroll is a right-handed, and that is a ground ball to first baseman, so that will be an out. Three. That will bring up Strum. And let's see here. That's 18. So 5'11". Okay. And Strum is a left-handed batter. And that says 5'11", left-handed batter. That's a fly ball to right field X. And that is Rose, and Rose is a 1. And on an 18, to safe at second on error. And then it says runners would advance 2 bases, but there is no. So Sturm is at second on an error from the right fielder. Let's see. Error. Right fielder was an E9. Double. And that means that Gordon is our next batter. Okay. Gordon is our next batter. Let's go to the field. It's 4-3, 17. Gordon is a right-handed batter. That's a ground ball to first base X. Ground ball to first base. So that means we have to check the fielding chart. So Whitfield is a 4. And our roll was a 17 there. Out with no runners on base, but there is a runner on base. If no runners are forced, runners hold. With one or more runners forced, batter is safe. Disregard previous results. Runner on first is out going to second. Other runners advance 1 base. But this doesn't, that doesn't make sense because you got a guy at second. You have a guy at second. It's 4. 17 is out with no, but there's a runner on base. If no runners are forced, runners hold. Okay, with one or more runners forced, batter is safe. Disregard previous result. Runner on first is out going to second. Other runners advance one base. So, okay, so runners hold, and I guess that means that Gordon gets a single. And there's men at first and second. Right, men at first and second. That will bring Tommy Heinrich to the plate. And that is a 3-7-9. That's a ground ball to the pitcher. Ground ball to the pitcher B. It says batter's out first. That's 1, 3. Brings up the pitcher for the Yankees in the next inning. And we now go to the bottom of the second. And Johnny Bench is up. Two, 4, and 12. Two, 4, and that's a walk. Wait a minute. No, it's a left-handed pitcher. 2, 4. So that will be a pop out to the shortstop. Brings up Bobby Tolan. And that is 2, 7, and 9. And he's a left-handed. Gomez is a left-handed pitcher. 2, 7. That's a strikeout for Tolan. Brings up Cheney. It's a 6, 8, and a 13. And Cheney will be batting right. 6-8, and that will be a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down. Gomez is up. That's his pitching card. Let's see, 4, 4, 3, and a 9. And assuming he bats left. And that says ground ball, first base, X. And we have a 9. First baseman is Whitfield. That's a 4 and a 9. Out with no runners on base, and there are no runners on base, so that is good. So Gomez is out. I'm on the first baseman. Okay. That brings Phil Rizzuto to the mound, to the plate. And it's the top of the order. And we're in the top of the third. That is a 5, 11, and a 7. And Rizzuto is a right-handed batter. It's a fly ball to right field X, and the right fielder is Rose in this case. And that's a 1-7, and that is an out. Fielder. Brings up Red Rolf. Brings up Red Rolf. That's 5, 11, and a 5. And Rolf is a left-handed batter. And right fielder is X. Right fielder X. And we got a 5, and Rose is a 1. 1-5 is an out. So 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees in the third. Fred Whitfield will be our batter in the bottom of the third. So far, it's kind of going like last game where we didn't have really a lot of hits in that until the later innings, meaning the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th type innings. So we've got Whitfield, Stewart, and Carroll up this inning in the bottom of the third. Four, 3, and so 5, 8, and 16. And Whitfield is left-handed. 5, 8. That is a walk. Whitfield will walk. That brings up Stewart. Jimmy Stewart, not the actor, the baseball player. And this is the position that I batted in the other day when I played was Jimmy Stewart, and that was pretty much the one position that I made an awesome, spectacular catch when I was in baseball. One of those strange moments that you actually feel like a Major League Baseball player. Okay, let's roll. 5, 7, and 7. And Venus is his switch batter. It means he's batting because Gomez throws left. He's batting right. And 5, 7. It's a fly ball, center field B. Batter is out, and the runner at first holds. So that is an out. Okay. Carroll is up. And he's using batting card number 7. And we are going to go. There it is. We're going to try the sacrifice here. We're going to try the sacrifice. That's an 11. Batter pops up to first base. Runner holds. So that is a fly out. And that will bring Rose to the mound. And with Lefty Gomez pitching, he will be batting right because Lefty is a left-handed pitcher. That is 5, 9, and 19. Right-handed batter, 5, 9. That will be a fly ball to left field. Yeah, because it's actually a split, but because it's a 19. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's a split, a normal power, and yeah, he has normal power, but he's batting right. Okay, so this will be a fly out to left field, is what it is. Wait a minute. Fly out to left field. B. Let's check it just for the heck of it. Yeah, it's fly out. So so that'll be a 7. So after 3 innings, we're still scoreless. We go to the top of the 4th with Charlie Keller. Nobody on base. So 1, 7, 10. That's a fly ball to center field, so that will be an out. And that brings Joe DiMaggio up. Brings Joe DiMaggio up for the second time. So far in the Rose and DiMaggio debacle, DiMaggio didn't get any hits in the first game, and Rose had 1. So Rose has a 1-game hitting streak, and this so far nothing today. All right, so we will roll for DiMaggio. Wait a minute, I have to re-roll that because 2, 5, and a 12. 2, 5. Fly ball to left field. I'll bring up Dickey. That is a 2-4-4. Okay, 2. It's a ground ball to second baseman C, and that will be an out. So that will be 4-3. Going to the bottom of the fourth, it's still no score. Tommy Helms is at the plate. Oh. Tommy Helms is at the plate. It's a 3-7. Let's see what he's got. It's left-handed. 3-7. It's a ground ball to shortstop. 6-3. I'll bring up Tony Perez. It's a 6-6-8. Right-handed batter. That's a ground ball to shortstop. So he is out. And that will bring Bench up. That will bring Bench up. That's 4, 10, and 12. And Bench is a right-handed batter. That's a fly ball to left field C, so that's going to be an out. That takes us to the fifth. We are in the fifth inning, and there are no outs. And Strum is up for the Yankees. Let's see here, I think Strum is up for the Yankees. Or Sturm is up for the Yankees. And it's a 1-4-12. 1-4, a right-handed pitcher. It's a ground ball to second baseman. 4-3. Brings up Gordon. I'm going to have to re-roll that because I moved it. That's 5, 5, and 6. And he is right-handed. 5, 5. 5. And that is a 6. So that will be a double by Gordon. Double by Gordon. means Heinrich is up. And with a man at second. Let's check and see his stealing rating. He's a C stealer. Should be 1 to 8. No, we're not going to do that. I think we're going to do a hit and run. We're going to hit and run here. Tommy Heinrich is going to hit and run. And that is a 10. Ground ball, shortstop. Batter is safe. Lead runner is out. Other runners advance 1 base. So the man at second. Is out. So Heinrich gets a single. So that will be. We'll do that 6 to 5 there. Okay, and that will bring Gomez to the plate. He's using pitcher's card 2. Pitcher's card 2. We have a man at first. And that will be 3-3-17. Three is ground ball, third baseman A. So that will be an out. Five, 3. And that will be the end of the 5th, top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. And we got Tolan, Cheney, and Whitfield up. Tolan, Cheney, and Whitfield. There are no runs. Let's check this. We have 1 strikeout by Carroll. We have an error by Rose. And that's pretty much it for the Reds. For the Yankees, we've got 2 strikeouts and pretty much a couple of walks here and there, but didn't amount to anything. So Tolan is up. Oh. Tolan's up. And let's read the dice result. Two, 7, 7. And there's nobody at first. That's a fly ball to left field. Bring up Cheney. And because Gomez is left-handed, he's batting right. It's 3-7-16. Okay. Oh wow, that really stinks. That's pretty much strikeout no matter where you go on that section. Brings up Whitfield. The dice was a 1. So 2, 4, and a 1. And that's going to be ground ball to first base. So that will be, that'll be it'll be an out. That takes us to the 6th inning. This is where all the fun stuff started happening for the Yankees last time. So we'll see if that is the case this time or not. Oh. Phil Rizzuto is our batter. Dang it. Three, 9, 10. Okay. 9. It's a ground ball to the pitcher. So that will be a 1-3. Brings up Red Rolf. That is a 1-9-9. That's a ground ball to second baseman. That will be an out. Brings up Keller. All right. Keller. 4, 6, 18. And the left-handed batter. It's a ground ball to the second baseman. That will be an out. 3 up, 3 down go the Yankees. And the 6th. Brings up Jimmy Stewart. And that's a 3-5-4. Switch hitter, which means he's batting right. So That's 3-5. And this will be against left 3-5 will be a strikeout. Brings up Clay Carroll, pitcher. The 1-6-14. 1-6, and that'll be a strikeout. Two strikeouts for Gomez. Brings up Rose, who will be batting right. Six, 8. I believe I'm gonna. That's gonna be a 6. 6-8. He's a right-handed batter, and that's a strikeout for Rose. So Gomez strikes out the side in the 6th. So we go to the top of the 7th, and Joe DiMaggio will be up for the Yankees. DiMaggio will be up for the Yankees. Let's see how this turns out for old Joltin' Joe. Okay, 4-2. And he is right-handed. 4-2. That's a ground ball to the pitcher. And it does say X, which is 2. Carroll is 1. And that will be an out. Oh, sorry about that. It gives us Dickey. That's a 6-6. And left-handed batter. It's a 15, so that will be a single by Dickey. This is only the 4th batter to reach base. Sturm is the batter. The roll is a 4-2. And he is a left-handed batter. And that's an 18. It's a line out to the second baseman. Okay. Four, 3. And I'm assuming, because it doesn't say, I'm assuming that the guy at first, check here. Yeah. It says line out to second base, so I am assuming that that's an out at first, and the guy at first goes to second on that. Let me check here. Yeah, that's the way I'm playing it, because it doesn't really say. So we have a man at second, and Gordon is our batter. Man at second, Gordon is the batter. Four, 4, and a 5, and Gordon's a right-handed batter. 4, 4, and that's a catcher X with a 5, and bench. Gotta be a, yeah, bench is a 1. It's not even worth my out. Oh, let's see. Well, there's an out, and it says advance one base, but this is the third out. So it's a pop up basically to the catcher, and that's the end of the inning. And that will take us to the bottom of the 7th. We're at the 7th inning stretch. And that will bring up Tommy Helms to the plate. And I will gonna get something to drink real quick. This looks like it could be a long one, guys, because nobody's. I mean, the Reds have a walk, 2 walks. Yeah, they have pretty much 2 walks. And the Yankees have gotten on base by an error, a single, a double, a single, and a single. So we haven't had a runner past second yet this game. Give me a second. All right, let's see how Tommy Helms can do on this. Sorry. Let's see how Tommy Helms can do in the bottom of the seventh here. Three, 10, and 10. Oh. Three. Left-handed pitcher, 3-10. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. We'll bring up Perez. Four. Wow. 4, 8, and a 20. And Tony Perez is right. 4, 8. And that is a 20. That would be a line out to third baseman. We'll bring up Johnny Bench. Brings up Johnny Bench. It's a 6. So that's a 6-10. It's a ground ball to the third baseman. And that is the end of the seventh. We go to the eighth. We got Heinrich for the and they're still both good. We got Heinrich for the Yankees here. To 4, 2, and 16. Left-handed batter. Not one baseman. And Gomez is due up here. And I think the Yankees are going to do a pitching change here. They're going to bring in John Murphy. And that is batting card number 1. But pinch hitting here will be pinch hitting here. We're going to go with Jerry Pretty. And that is the 8th inning. So it'll be okay. So let's take a look at Pretty's card. A lot of walks, a lot of singles, some doubles there. So let's see how Pretty does. 4, 8, and 18. And Pretty is a right-handed batter. 4, 8. That will be a walk. Pretty gets walked. Okay. This brings up Phil Rizzuto. Brings up Phil Rizzuto. Right. Okay, what does Phil Rizzuto? And that is a 6-3-1. Rizzuto's right. 6-3. And that is a walk. And the Reds need to look at a batter for they will bring in Alan Jackson. They will bring in Alan Jackson to pitch in place of Carroll. Okay, so that will be okay. And that brings us to Phil Rose. Yeah, Ken, so far we're in the I just took out Carroll. The Yankees got men at first and second, and it's the top of the eighth. So yeah, we'll see how it turns out here. Okay. That's a 1-12-6. And that will be a, yeah, he's right. And Jackson is a left, wait a minute. So left-handed pitcher, 112. That's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. So that's 2 away. Brings up Red Rolf. Let's see. It's a 5, 9, and a 3. And that's a left-handed hitter. And that will be a strikeout. Which will bring DiMaggio. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. I did that wrong. Keller will be the first batter for the Yankees in the top of the ninth. I made a mistake there. And it brings up Tolan for the Reds in the bottom of the eighth. Bobby Tolan in the bottom of the eighth. And we got John Murphy for the Yankees and Al Jackson for the Reds. All right. Here we go. And there's no one on. Three. That's a 6-4-3. And the left-handed batter to fly out to center field. Our center fielder is DiMaggio is a 1, so that will be an out. So that's definitely an out. Brings up Cheney. Brings up Cheney. A 1, 6, and an 18. A 1, 6, and an 18. And Murphy is a right-handed, so that will be on the left-handed batter's card there. And that's once. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was right. 1, 1, 6. That'll be a strikeout. The Cheney goes down. Fred Whitfield comes up to the plate. Three 11. Let's see how that works on Whitfield's cards. 3, and he is a left-handed. I'm sorry. Murphy's a right-handed pitcher. No, right. 3-11. That will be a walk. So if Whitfield walks, and that will bring up Jimmy Stewart. Now, last game 1, this is where I was batting, and this is kind of exactly where I scored a run or two to get us close, but not enough to win. So let's see how Jimmy handles this. It's 2, 11, and 12. 2, 11. It's a fly ball to left field, and that'll be an out. And that's 3 up, 3 down for the Reds. That'll bring up Alan Jackson next go around. And for the Yankees this time, we got Keller, we got DiMaggio, and we got Dickey. Okay, Keller. There's Keller's card. And that's a 5-5-17. Let's see. He's a left-handed batter. Jackson throws left. 5-5. That is, with normal power, that's a home run. And he's got normal power. So Charlie Keller hits a home run here. So far, that is our only hit. I mean, that's our first run of the game, and DiMaggio is due up. Now, are we going to get a back-to-back jacks, or is DiMaggio going to go down on strikes or fly out? Let's see how DiMaggio does. And that's a 3-6-3. Okay. Left-handed 3-6, and he's a left-handed pitcher. So that will be a single for DiMaggio. Which brings up Dickey. So 2, 4, 5. He's a left-handed 2, and it's a right-handed pitcher. 2, 4. It's a ground ball to second baseman. Let's see. Runner advances one base, so the man at first goes to second. Okay, that will bring up Sturm. That brings up Sturm. With 1 out. And that is a 3-5-3. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Left-handed. Jackson's left. So 3-5. That's a ground ball to first base. B. Okay, so there's no runners. Ground ball to the first baseman. Right. That's 2 outs. And Gordon comes up to the plate. They're going to leave Alan Jackson in. And that's 6s across the board. Right-handed batter. And that's a strikeout. But the Yankees manage a home run in the 9th. DiMaggio does get a double this game, so he's starting a hitting streak. Rose has nothing so far. Alan Jackson is the batter at this point. So the Reds are going to bring in a pinch hitter here. Let's see, who are the Reds going to bring in? Oh, here we go. They're going to bring in Lee May to pitch for Alan Jackson. Yeah, so they're going to bring in Lee May for pitch hitter. And let's see what he gets. So 199. So what does the card say? 19. And Murphy throws right. So that's a strikeout. This is Rose's last attempt to try to get his hitting streak up to 2. Two, 12, 19. Murphy throws right. 2, 12. He is hit by the pitch. Oh, nice way to take one for the team. That will bring up Tommy Helms. Six, 7, and 10. 6, 7, and 10. And he's a right-handed. And that will be a ground ball to the shortstop. Oh. Ground ball to the shortstop. Now is that? And that will be A. Oh, so that will be a it's going to be a 6, 4, 3, and you'll have that'll be the end. That'll be the end of the game right there. Well, I tried, Ken, but unfortunately the Yankees got the home run in the 9th inning, and just wasn't the Reds' day again. So the Reds lose 2 in a row. And so far for my project, Rose has had a 1-game hitting streak, and now DiMaggio starts on his 1-game hitting streak. So it's no telling what'll happen. We move to the Yankees stadium the next time that we play. And that'll be all for tonight. And if you're fans of Al and Rob and Chris and Utah Mike and Appa Brian, please watch them. And guys, I actually thought of something while I was at work today, and that's the idea of what about doing like a charity event to raise money for a cause because of all this coronavirus that's been going on. It's just a thought, but it's just something I kind of thought of. Well, guys, I hope that all your roles. Sorry about that. I hope all your roles lead to home runs, whether they're this variety or this variety. And Al, we need to do something about you getting off of this 20-sided die curse of yours. Maybe you'll have to go to Chicago and actually get some new 20-sided red dice or blue dice or something, anything, so that you avoid this. So yeah, And the only reason why I didn't do uh, the role for yank it, bank it, or go on, take the money and run is because it was really the only run of the game. I could have rolled for it, but then the game would have gone to extra innings. So the Yankees wind up winning this one 1-0, and this is the second game we haven't been able to use my new game strategy. So take care, guys. Be careful out there. I mean, what are your ideas about doing some sort of charity event to raise money for the coronavirus type thing, or something like that? We'll run up the flagpole to Al and those higher above than I am. See what they have to say about it. So, good evening, guys, and I love you, and God loves you.